Hi, I'm Stacie Hatton, and this piece is called What's in Your Closet. Don't open that door, she said with a truthful grin, for there are many skeletons hidden within. Then he crept to the closet, arm extended. He said, "Stand back, girl, there are fences to be mended." He thought he was prepared to handle her past, but as he stared at the skeletons, he wondered if he'd last. There was pain and hurt and deceit and sorrow, so much anguish with no hopes of a tomorrow. Each skeleton that hung represented a part of her shattered mind and broken heart. One skeleton was bruised with the black eye she was given. Another had its mouth taped for a secret lie she was living. While one had handprints all over its frame, 'cause he never heard no when she cried out his name. Another still had hands wrapped around its neck, 'cause she asked him to leave, but it was her body he would wreck. He turned away from the closet as tears rolled down his face and said, "I'm sorry, my dear, I had no idea this wretched place." She said, "The fault is not yours, but hopeless situations and poor choices. At least now I'm free of the persecution and haunting voices." Thank you. Hi, I'm Stacie Hatton, and this piece is entitled, I'm Tired. I'm tired of waiting for Mr. Right to sweep me up in the starry night. I'm tired of empty promises of a better life, and maybe one day you'll be their wife. I'm tired of giving my all to make it work, and realizing too late he's really a jerk. I'm tired of the petty, unnecessary white lies. Because you feel the truth, you must disguise. I'm tired of my heart being broken and used, and my feelings being left dazed and confused. I'm tired of starting to like someone new, and then they decide they don't want to see you. I'm tired of relationships that really don't last. I want to start new, for what's past is past. I hope to find my one true love, but for now, I'm tired.
Hi, my name is Krista Scott, and this piece is called Remember This Fire. This fire, it burns, doesn't twist and turn, but it lives and yearns to spread, to stay ahead. Never dead, the colors never fade into a dull shade. You see, this bonfire we've made symbolizes more than displayed. This fire, it builds, blazes filled, but never yields to man or his command. Got me thinking we must take a stand or to hell will be damned. Reach out, lend a hand, don't sink in the sand. This fire, it's hot, so it's more than just thoughts. Logs may rot, but worry not, for it is the flame that we have sought. This fire, this flame, we're one and the same. More than a name, not afraid to change into a gas. The elements still last. Bridges burn fast, but don't forget the past. We must remember this fire, this night, so that we may write creativity ignite and shine new light, oh so bright out of sight. Don't give up the fight. We must remember this fire, this night, how we danced and played in the firelight with hopes and dreams that we just might let poetic spirit take flight. Hi, my name is Krista Scott, and this piece is called Unwind. So I'm chilling here with my PWG friends, poetic voyagers. They ain't nothing want to contend. Spitting and rhyming, that's not really my game. But you see, together, we're revolutionaries the same. They inspire me to be something more. Feeling like a free bird, gotta flap my wings and soar. Over the mountains and over the seas, rhyming these words, it's like the ABCs. It doesn't matter what you do, as long as you feel it, they ain't gonna boo. All you see ain't what you get. Everything you heard is something to forget. Corporate America telling me lies, feeding me bull, it ain't no surprise. Sleepy children, open your eyes. With all this corruption, you can't survive. It's time for you to open your hearts. Hear the voice inside you. That's the start. Pick up a pen. All you gotta do is write. Let the man know we're not going down without a fight. These free thoughts cannot be restrained. The rebel inside me gonna break your chains. The beast is awakening. I'm coming alive. This movement can't be stopped despite your tries. I'm forced to be reckoned with. Free thought, free spirit, that's the only way to be. Anything else is crazy, you see. So just let the words flow out of you like a river, whatever you want to do. A release of energy from your mind. Say what you're feeling. It's good to unwind.
Hi, my name is Niaz Khadem. I'm with the Paducah Writers Group. and this poem is called The Mountain. In my dreams, we passed each other on a mountain highway. It's a clean blacktop, yellow dotted line down the center, guardrail down one side. Little protection from the long drop that falls somewhere down below. On the other side, the rock wall of the mountain rises straight into the clouds, somewhere up above. The blacktop curves around the mountain such that the yellow line should really be solid. It's not safe to come flying past on a road such as this. You never know who might be coming around the other side of the mountain. But us, we think we know where we're going. So we come speeding around the curve from opposite directions as if we had a flight to catch, as if an aeroplane might take us somewhere higher up on the mountain, just a little bit faster. In my dreams, we pass each other on a curved mountain highway. As we pass, I reach out to you, and you reach back to me. Time stops a moment, and our hands meet. For that moment, our cars are convertibles, changing suddenly, as allowed only in our dreams. But our fingers, they slip, and time finds itself again, cars racing on to only God knows where. I hope that we might find ourselves again, crossing paths, somewhere further down the road, even if only on the other side of the mountain. By then, maybe we'll have slowed down a bit. Maybe by then, we'll have left these cars to others, somewhere behind us. Thank you. Hi, my name is Niaz Khadem. I'm with the Paducah Writers Group, and this poem is called Big Things. Big towns, big hills, big lawns, big thoughts, big hype, big bills, big yawns and big drops. From big life to big death, from big trees to big tops, the biggest of big things is the biggest of stops. Small hills and bushes, small giants and whales, small fish and small boats set to sea with their sails, like small mouths and small lakes, like small hits and small wonders, we small the big things that make for small plunder, till dawn and till waiting, till death and till part, till we dance. And still spinning, we dance to make arc, like Pollock and Toby, like Mark Twain and Shakur, we dance till we're spinning small things that we were. We dance and we sing and we big and we small, and we run from the fire that burns in us all, that our bellies may still smolder and our fears die young, till we small our big things and dance in the sun. Thank you.
My name is Skrila. I represent Black Ink Poets, and this piece is called Because. I wrote this poem because our government has flooded and infested our inner city streets with heroin and cocaine. And it's funny how they can find 3 crack rocks tossed in the yard while some brothers running from the cops, but can't nobody find the plane. And I don't know no black man with a pilot's license. I wrote this poem because our fathers are being incarcerated for being delinquent on child support, but these mothers can go have unprotected casual sex with multiple partners, not knowing who's really their baby's daddy. I think the police should drag them in court, and any sorry girl that's ever been on the Maury show should get life with no chance of parole. I wrote this poem because Michael Jackson holds the baby over the ledge and the government wants to take the child, but Britney Spears dropped the baby and everybody just smiled. I wrote this poem because David Blaine spent 7 days underwater and gets paid millions of dollars and they call it magical. But what's tragic though is New Orleans spent days underwater as victims of Katrina and couldn't get a penny from FEMA. But let there be a puddle in Beverly Hills, there be charities and celebrities having telethons and marathons still. I wrote this poem because I hate George Bush. I think the only good presidents are dead. I wish we could strap some nukes to his white self and drop him smack dab in the center of Iran, right on top of their nuclear enrichment program. Then I wouldn't mind paying so much for gas. I wrote this poem because black women have become the highest risk group to be infected with HIV. It's no longer just the gays. I guess Irvin really does have a Magic Johnson, because he's the only one I've ever seen get rid of AIDS. He made it disappear and started gaining weight. And he's been dunking and finger rolling and other women making whoopee since he was a rookie, still eating cookie, and she ain't got it either. That's the magic of healthcare. I wrote this poem because the integration of our hip-hop generation has become the common thread in the fabric of the flags of all of our nations. Now we can finally eliminate the discrimination, segregation, and separation, because the truth is, there's only one color, green, the color of money. And the only true race is to get to the top. Because if you ask me, a mixed baby is better prepared. They get to experience two cultures, plus they got prettier skin and better hair, street smarts and good credit. I wrote this poem because some people have never seen a young black man with a perspective. I wrote this poem because some people have never thought that a rapper could be intellectual. I wrote this poem to liberate, to stimulate, to educate, but most of all to celebrate. Because I don't care if you're Martin Luther King, Don King, or Rodney King, we all got a dream. But if we ever want to make up for lost times, then first we have to wake up. So if daddy's little girl ever comes home with a black man, don't be alarmed. Black men are too busy hurting each other to do you any harm.
My name is Ered Mobley, and I represent Paducah Writers Group and Poetic Justice. The name of this piece is Fear. It's fear that guides us. It's fear that drives us. It's fear that drives us, guides us, hides us behind locked, closed doors at night. Fright. Freddy Krueger's on the evening news at 5. He's going to break in, going to steal your can and the watch you bought for a fan at Kmart. Always building thicker and thicker walls because the neighbors think they're so smart. Somebody's always up in your face, invading your place, putting a claim on your space. So you buy a gun, a piece of gat, you lock it, you load it, you strap it to your back. You sit up every night till 3 a.m., watching the back door in case somebody comes in. Russian roulette with nothing to lose, a fifth of booze, another damn murder on the evening news. Fear. Stifling the peace this rifle brings. Fear. It's crippling the songs these children sing. Fear. It's suffocating. Blame it on the rock and roll. Fear. We need it. We bleed it, pushing us on to more and more. So we go to the store and buy plastic to wrap our houses in case the terrorists attack. And then we go back and buy gas masks in case we're not home when the gas starts to pass. Then we take one more trip to Walmart just in case we are home and the car don't start. Because when the world ends, we just have to have peanut butter, water, and salt. You know that death is imminent. And sometimes it's your friends that's bringing it. Or that black guy that lives up the street, fear. Or those Mexicans that work at the place that we eat, fear. They're watching me. They're stalking me. They're all around me. They're surrounding me, fear. So I take to the corner one more time. I lock and my load and I pull my family close behind. I let a shot ring out. Blam. A round flies by. Oh no, that wasn't a burglar. That was just some guy coming up to sell vacuum cleaners or maybe drink lemonade and talk of the Lord's healing. You know how it used to be way back before you were 3. When was the last time somebody knocked on your door? They don't. People are scared. Folks don't do that no more. We're insulated, isolated, and barricaded, fed news through a tube in the corner of a room. We don't know, we don't do, we just do what it tells us. It don't show, it don't prove that they're lies that they're selling us. What the hell, it's just as well. You know they won't better than us. Fear. Stifling the peace this rifle brings. Fear. It's crippling the songs these children sing. Fear. It's suffocating. Blame it on the rock and roll. We need it. We bleed it, pushing us on to more and more. It's historical. It's metaphorical. Fear has been our guiding force since we have been colonial. And the news clues in on some Blues Clues station playing it's your right to choose between complacencies to the decadent seas and your right to see whether this nation really is free. So we choose our cause and hold our, while races starve and powers fall. Because fear stops momentum, ends the race, breaks continuum between people and people, societies and democracies, eating pills for our anxieties because fear causes the flows to freeze. So stand up and speak out. Wake up and freak out. Do your scared. Be prepared to show other folks that life can be fair. Just look them in the eye when you pass them by and don't even assume for a second that by their hand you'll die. Just be ready and walk steady with an air of confidence that others can see. So lighten up. The news is really not that sad. And chill out. The world's really not that bad. But watch out, because the bad guys don't always wear black. It's just the fear that sears. So watch your back. Hi, my name is Ered Mobley. I represent the Paducah Writers Group in Poetic Justice. The name of this piece is called An Exercise in Futility. You know, these past couple of weeks I've had some strong revelations about my place, the race place, the age place, and stations within our society, because I've always wondered what it was to be me, and whether I'm the one blinded by hypocrisy, and whether all these problems rest squarely on me, and whether I should spit it till my mouth runs dry and my tongue starts to bleed, or whether maybe this is all just an exercise in futility. Every generation has its great war, thrust upon it by the people before. It's always the people before, you see, because 19-year-olds have no place in policy. But I'm tired of fighting my dang parents' wars. I'm tired of paying the debts that they've incurred. I'm tired of being told, you're just a kid now, listen, because I'm over 35 too, and I can't be trusted either. I'm tired of being told I was wrong when I knew that I was right, and that the sun had somehow burned out when it's really just the night. I'm tired of having people pee on my shoes and tell me that it's raining. I'm tired of all these backroom deals when I'm the one they're blaming. So here I stand being blamed for this age-old damn game when you swore to us as children that we wouldn't have to hate. You see, we really don't hate each other. We just don't like you for worrying about your portfolios instead of what we were doing. So here we are, another war, another recession, and prices soar. And I don't trust the Clintons. I'm sorry, I don't trust Obama. And I really don't trust McCain and his sycophantic followers, because to succeed in these high places, you have to sell your soul. So when this all blows up in your face, don't be surprised. You'll know that this red-headed guy once, he tried to tell you and he sounded ticked. Something about reading Machiavelli's The Prince and how all this was written down ages before, that you divide the middle classes to maintain control. The people, the money, the armies, the news, transportation, education, even the food. And Machiavelli didn't even create it. Caesar did it. The pharaohs played at it. So I've always wondered what it was to be me, whether I'm the one blinded by hypocrisy, whether all these problems rest squarely on me, and whether I should spit it till my mouth runs dry and my tongue starts to bleed, or that maybe this is all just an exercise in futility. The other day I was watching this show called The Boondocks. Huey Freeman with his afro, his brother Riley with his cornrows, talking about his innocent friend about to be executed on death row, crying out to God with a 10-year-old's innocence that this can't be the way the world works. It just can't be how this is. So if I've offended you in your age, rank, or station, I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to change this. The only ones I'm sorry for are my children, my son sitting over here. Because I'll do what I can with what I'm given, but I fear that I've been handed this toy that's too broken to mend. And then I've been given a letter too poorly written to send. And I've been sent to a film that was made too dark to see. And that maybe, just maybe, this is all some exercise in futility.